Welcome back, guys. Automotive Inc. Today we're going to go over that hidden menu that is up on your dash of your Subaru Forester and or Impreza. Now this should work for 2021 to 2024. 25 has changed. They dropped the upper dash menu, this menu right up here, because now there's a big screen right here, and so most of your options are going to be at the top of the 12-inch screen, and how to change that out. So I had a question the other day, and I thought it'd be easier to make this video after I found the answer for the watcher. Now the watcher says that they try and enter this menu and can't access or change many options. Now he does have a premium plus package, basically, so a premium with an upgrade. So you can get a premium with standard stuff, then you can add a few other things to it. So I looked back through the history all the way back to 21, and I did contact my Subaru friend to ask them why that may be. Now, in premium and up trim models, they should have this color display. Now, our 21 Impreza Sport has this same display, and he can also change those same options up there. Now, in 21, the base model, is my understanding, had a black and white screen. So your info button over here is not going to provide you much configuration when it comes to that upper screen. Doesn't mean you can't scroll through the information up there using the either push button on it, or if it has a button down here for info. This button right here does change that screen. So if we push here, we can see we have the clock. Then when we have the menu to go into, push and hold to select information screen. Depending on your model, you may have this that shows you your safety tech. And if I turn on my headlights, it'll show you that the headlights are on. It'll show you if the brake lights are on. And so if you wanted to have that screen up, you definitely could. If you want to press and hold the info button for more information, you can see that it has all of these. And if you want to go down and turn on or off all of those, you scroll through them and then you hit this button. So these buttons right here control this menu, but these buttons also allow you to accept and go back. If we hit the menu screen again, we can see as pitch and roll. Then we have our gauges here. We have weather, and no matter what, you can't really change that. It's going to pick the biggest city that you're basically in to give you that information. And then we have our directional route plus navigation, and then of course your FM. I always have this up down here, so I traditionally leave it on my fuel screen. Now I have high and high on both sides of that heat register because this is a dual zone climate control. We have time and temp. So if we scroll back down here to this, you really try and push and hold this button, and it will bring up this. What you can configure is what is here. So if we scroll down, we can see climate control, maintenance, initialize, go back. So we don't want to go back, but what we really want to do here is, if you want to do your date and time and change that, you're going to scroll up to it, pull the middle button up for I for set. It duplicates that right here. So if you're good with just reading, like you're typing, you're good with reading and you can run this little joystick pad, then you really don't need to look down again. So if you have an option here for display, you can go there and push hold. Now you can go here to either turn that screen off, which will limit how many screens you can scroll through. You can scroll down through favorite, press and hold, and then this is where you can change your gauges. So when I had that separate screen up with the 3 gauges, you can enter that by pulling up, and then you can change your menu here. When you are ready for that, you see the little I set, you're going to pull up on the button, and there's where you can change it. So if you want a calendar, whatever, we'll put speed limit, we'll set that. Now you can go to your next one and do the same thing and change those out. It's going to have the exact same options through each one, but that way you can tailor it. When you are done, of course, you hit set. If you don't hit set, it will not save your options. So we're going to hit set. Setting is complete. Now from there, you can go down to bypass screen if you wanted it, if you want it to beep every time that you do that. And then of course we can hit go back. Climate control right here. You can see right there that basically it has the detection on. For climate control, you can do the settings of normal and everything like that. I don't want to change any of those, so we're just going to hit go back. Maintenance, this is where you're going to find your menu for your engine oil, oil filter, tires, and maintenance schedule. So what that does is basically you just set your notification reminder, and then it will track the miles, and when it gets to that, it will remind you you need an oil change. I've never really used that, so you just have to scroll through here, go back. Then we see oil filter, tires, maintenance schedule, etc. and so forth. If you want to see your maintenance schedule that you've set up, you can see that versus just when you set the reminder. Always make sure you hit set and then update. If you do not do those, it will not save your settings on this. This is where you'll toggle your maintenance on and off. We're going to go back. Initialize, that's where your gauges and stuff will kick back and forth. We're going to go back, and now if we scroll through our information screens, you will see that that gauge right there is set for speed limit, and that is really the configuration that you can do with this menu. So I hope that that helps. Again, depending on your trim, if you have this color screen, you should be able to change those options. But if the option's not in there, then yes, you won't be able to configure that because they may not have had those options for that specific trim in that time. But again, our 21 Impreza, which would be a lower trim car than the Forester Premium, it should have it. It may just need to be something that you're gonna have to go through nice and slow and methodically. The 8-inch touchscreen really doesn't set up any of the menu stuff up there. So just again, go through it nice and slow and check it out. Unfortunately, if it doesn't have it, it's kind of a bummer because it's neat to have these extra features, but not really a deal breaker. And again, if you have the black and white screen, you will not be able to really configure much more other than your standard information that's up there, fuel economy, a couple of other things. So that is the slow and methodical way to go through that screen. So if you want to see more, make sure you look down below, comment in this video, and we'll try and go through it. But hopefully that answers the gentleman's question, and hopefully he has these options so that way you can kind of tweak it to your own liking. As always, guys, I appreciate you guys being here, and we're going to catch you on the next one.